Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Dan from DHTV, and today I thought we'd do something a little bit different here. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you my gaming setup. Let's get started. So this is my gaming setup, and as you can see, there's a lot of different consoles, a lot of different items within the area, but this is pretty much how far I sit from the TV when I'm playing games. And we'll start from the left side here. In this corner, I've just got a bunch of miscellaneous things. I've got a telescope, I've got some special edition dolls, the Stick of Truth Cartman, I've got an ICEO Steve Jobs plushie. I keep all my old school console controllers and things like that inside the Super Nintendo box. I've got a little Angry Bird, some other items right here. But in terms of gaming, we'll start right here. So I've got my Super Nintendo, NES, and Sega Genesis all in this one corner here. And I've actually had a Nintendo 64 which would have sat right here. Unfortunately, I ended up selling that when I was younger, and I kind of regret that because it would have been nice to have it. Now in terms of games for the Super Nintendo, I've got Killer Instinct, I have Super Mario Kart, which is awesome, I have Donkey Kong Country, and I actually have a Super Game Boy. If any of you have ever seen this, it's actually a cartridge you could put in Game Boy games, and then you'd put the full cartridge in your Super Nintendo, and basically it would play your Game Boy games. Below that, we've got the NES original. This is the first one I got. I actually bought it in the US when I was visiting Florida, and for those of you that don't know, I'm in Canada, and you can see it's kind of off-colored. It's sort of yellow. I'm not sure if it shows up, but it still works. And it's pretty rare that these still work after that long. And in terms of games, I have a few of them. I actually have more, but this is all I have here right now. This game right here, Super Sprint, it's a racing game. I have the original Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. Unfortunately, I did tear the Duck Hunt sticker when I was a kid. I have Mario 3 right here. This one was probably my favorite game while I was growing up, but also this game right here, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. I played this so much. Me and my cousins, we would play that a lot. I've also got Tetris right here, and then Super Mario Brothers 2, which I never ended up passing, so I still need to do that. I passed all the other games, just not that one. And as for my Sega Genesis, I have the second one. So some of you who have Sega or who had the Sega Genesis, you may have had the larger one. I guess this was the second version, but it still works as well. I don't have any of the games on display at the moment because there's just too many, so I keep them inside a box. But I have a ton of Sega games, and I think that one was my favorite console as a kid growing up. It would have probably been the Sega Genesis and then the NES as my two growing up favorite consoles. Moving to the middle section here, I've got a couple of other things. I've got my Game Boy Color, I have the original Game Boy, and then I've got a couple of games. I have more Game Boy games, but these are just the games that I have on display right now. So I have the blue Pokemon game, I have the, I'm not sure what this is, silver Pokemon? Yes, silver Pokemon game. And then I actually have the Pokemon trading card game. I was really into Pokemon at one point, I guess, and I was playing it a lot on the Game Boy. But to the side here, I've got my digital cable box. I use Bell, and it uses like the 5 technology or whatever. So that's where I watch all my TV. And then below that is my original PlayStation, so the PS1. And for those of you that don't know, this actually was my first console that I purchased on my own. The other consoles were purchased by my parents, so this one was kind of, oh, there's actually a game in here still. I haven't played this in years. Oh, this is not a game. It's actually, I tried to put a music CD in, I think. Yeah, I tried to put a music CD in there, I think, when I was a kid. But anyway, so that's the PlayStation 1. Maybe some of you haven't seen these. This is the PlayStation 2, and I actually purchased the, it was like the first internet availability for the, I guess, consoles and stuff like that. So I purchased this little extension on it, and I was able to play some hockey games and things like that online. Unfortunately, not a lot of people had that, so it wasn't too successful, and it lagged a lot, and if people didn't have good connections, it would freeze. Nothing like how we play online these days. Moving over to the right here, we have the Nintendo Wii, and for most people, you know what this is. I have some of the controllers and things like that all along the side. We'll see those in a bit. In terms of games for the Wii, I have quite a few on display here because I do play the Wii still. Obviously, the Wii Sports. I have the Wii Play. I actually bought a big game hunter game, and I have the gun that goes with it. If you've ever seen the arcades at movie theaters and things like that, it's just a hunting game. Mario Kart Wii. I have the Wii Fit, and actually the Wii Fit's right there. Somebody bought that for me, I'm not sure who. I have Donkey Kong Country Returns, I still have to pass that game. Far Cry, which I passed, which was fun. This right here, NHL Slapshot, it's a little bit of a kiddie game, but it's pretty fun. I have the hockey stick and everything that goes with it, so it's interesting. And then Splinter Cell Double Agent. So those are the Wii games. Now beside my Wii, I have my PlayStation 3. I used to have two controllers, and one of them actually broke. The analog stick wouldn't control itself very well. I tried to open it up and fix it. It didn't work for me, but I keep the PlayStation 3 here. I still play it quite a bit. Various games that aren't out for the PS4 yet. And as for games that I have on display that I usually play, I have Army of Two, which is a really fun game. Grand Theft Auto 5, which for some reason I can't play on my PS3 anymore. It keeps freezing. NHL 14, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. This is a really fun game. I play this a lot, actually. And I've got South Park The Stick of Truth, which I haven't even started yet. Now, for those of you that actually watch my channel, I actually have a gaming channel. So if you ever want to watch me play various games, I'm going to actually move my Minecraft games over to my gaming channel. The link is in the description. You'll see it on screen right here. Go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you guys want to watch me live stream on my PS4, which is the next thing we're going to talk about here, you guys can go to the website on the screen and as well in the description down below and sort of follow me there, and then you'll be able to see me live stream when I'm playing PS4. So as for my PS4, it's pretty dusty. I just dusted this a few days ago, and I'm not going to dust it again until maybe the weekend. It's pretty dusty, and I don't know why, but this material, all the black items, everything just seemed to collect dust so quickly. But anyway, I've got two controllers. I've got the PS4. I only have a couple of games here. I've got Call of Duty Ghost as well as Watch Dogs. I had Second Son. I went and sold that quickly after I played it. And I've got a few games downloaded on the PS4. I've got FIFA. I have some of the free games. One of my favorite games was Outlast, and that was a free game with my PS Plus account. It was pretty awesome. And on the right here, I've got a lot of cords. So I've got my Turtle Beach P11s, which I use when I'm playing my PS4. Don't really use it for anything else. Sometimes when I'm gaming on the computer, I'll use that as well. I've got the Wii controllers. You can see I got the steering wheels to go with Mario Kart Wii. And so, I don't know, it's fun to use those every once in a while. I also have an Apple TV here, which I watch a lot of Netflix and various other things on, which personally, I don't even need that when you have the PS3 as well as the PS4. You don't really need an Apple TV because everything is available there. But I had this purchased for me, and it's just easier to use than having to hold a controller with the PS4 or PS3. So that was my gaming setup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, something a little bit different. I will be doing a desk setup tour in the very near future as well. Again, the links to my gaming channel if you want to check out some of my Minecraft videos, as well as my Twitch TV account so you can watch me when I live stream on the PS4, are in the description down below. Feel free to subscribe, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.